Ah, I forgot again. I was gonna get everything. Oh. Switch my. Oh. Oh no, it's not bright enough. Well, welcome to the afternoon stream. I thought I was getting everything ready. I put the starting soon screen on and I was like, woo, we're gonna get this. We are professionals. But I forgot to check the sound on the live stream because I'm listening to Pearly Things. Okay, I just got it. It's going. Let me click back onto just Pearly Things. I got one of the hair accessories that I had ordered, so like now I have this longish, long braid, but it's not bright enough. You can't really appreciate it. And I can't open the window because then the sun's gonna be all up in my face. That's quite unfortunate. And then the LEDs that I have back here, like right behind the camera, are bright, but not that bright. Now then, I had to quickly, summarily run off stream earlier because I had to go pick up Sweet Child's, and my brother, my eldest brother, was watching my stream. Whoop whoop. That makes me really happy that he was on stream, and he also told me how to achieve the attempted success at this mission that I'm doing right now, which is a call from the depths. And I have a screenshot. I had to get a screenshot because I'm like, where am I supposed to take this eye? I have coordinates. I know where I need to go. So welcome to avoiding, like the plague, the main storyline of Tears of the Kingdom, because we don't want the game to end. And also random rants, and also the karaoke that nobody asked for. Feel free to check me out on all the platforms that I am streaming to, and that is rumble.com, where I post most of my content, actually all of my content, the gaming streams, rants, Rumble rants, which are exclusively to Rumble, and that is at rumble.com/Natalia Ines. You can also find me on YouTube at M&J Do Everything. You can find me on Twitch at twitch.tv/Natalia Ines, and on Facebook. And that page is myjcb LLC. You can also find me on Instagram whenever I do post Natalia_adulting. Now then, we are moving on to the game. It's nighttime, so I'm getting attacked by these guys. I don't feel like dealing with them, so I'm actually crouching here, trying to get them to go away. I wonder if the eye will still be here if I leave. Like teleport away and then come back. Where's the nearest teleportation spot? What coordinates am I at right now? Or what coordinates do I need to go to? 0775. Had to teleport. I'm going to set a fire and make it daytime. So, I'm pretty sure I'd mentioned... I think I did. I'm pretty sure I mentioned on one of my streams, it would have been a while ago, that I mentioned that I was trying to switch my doorbell camera from the blink to... because it didn't have a chime, which is annoying, because then, like, I'm the only one who's hearing... Oh, did the eye teleport itself here? Okay, cool. So I'm the only one hearing I'm the only one hearing it on my phone, right? And it's kind of frustrating. So I got a Wise one, and I think it's so much better than the Blink, to be completely honest. Like, not sponsored, but the image quality on the Wise was so much better, and I don't know if it's just that they have a better app or what, but I like it so much better. Their service is also cheaper, so I like that. And it came with the chime, so that made it all the better. It isn't wireless, which is something that I did have with the Blink, but I actually, turns out I don't really like the wireless that much because the connection isn't really as fast as how quickly people get annoyed waiting for you to answer the door. So Just Pearly Things has MLD on today. I like MLD. I don't know why people are so bent on canceling him right now. Alright, so according to my research, which I did earlier, I need to go to coordinates 0775. Oh, wait. Oh yeah, I passed it. Okay. Alright, so 0775 1899 Is it up there? Okay, so Do. Ooh! Nice. I would have liked something slightly better. I'm not going to deny that, but... Is this a hot spring? Oh, let me chill in the hot spring for a bit. Chilling in the hot spring. Oh, hey CK, how are you doing? No, my love, you are sweet child. I said CK. I'm doing great. Welcome back. I had a stream earlier and I was struggling with this. A call from the depth mission, and my eldest brother, who watches my streams often, started messaging me. He's like, oh, this is what you have to do. And I'm like, I'll accept this cheat. It's a family affair. It helped a little bit, but not as much as I'd like, because I am still struggling. Like, somehow I'm still struggling, even though I got help. Oh, gosh. Well, let me just go up. How are you? Oh, there it is. I didn't see it pop up. Yeah, I'm doing a call from the depths. Depth. Ooh, God, it's one of those words that's really shows me that English is my second language. Depth. No, I mean, I'm exploring because I'm struggling with doing this quest. Quasi-exploring. I'm not actually exploring. I'm supposed to find a statue and put, like, the eyes in the statue, but it's outwitting me completely and utterly outwitted. Like, honestly, I wasn't able to get it until my brother helped me. I got lucky that he was watching my stream. Yeah. It's this one. I've thrown one eye into the chasm. Now I gotta find the other eye and throw it into this chasm. I stream most days, yes. I didn't start live streaming until this game came out, and this came out May 12th, and I started at midnight. I started streaming at midnight the day it came out, May 12th, and I have been streaming almost every day. I believe I've only missed about 3 days that had stuff going on. But I generally stream at least once and often twice. And on weekends, I stream about 4 to 8 hours. It depends the vibe. And what things I have going on that I need to, you know, adult and take care of. I'm dragging it out, though, because I don't want to finish the game. Is it really? I don't find it that crazy, because I love talking. As if that wasn't apparent. And I'm quite fond of language in general, so it makes it easier for me to have random conversations. And aside from that, I have been writing since I was, like, writing full-fledged, like, multiple-page short stories, as well as writing novels since I was, like, 7, 8. I think the earliest copy of anything I wrote that was, like, long-ish, I was like 7 or 8. As well as poetry and music. I don't do it for work, though, because... You think so? Well, thank you. I genuinely appreciate that. I had no plan when I started doing this. I just said, like, because I did pre-recorded and edited content, but I wasn't very consistent with it because I don't love editing. I can do it, I'm halfway decent at it, but I don't enjoy it. So I would always drag my feet when I had to, like, make a video. And I just decided I want to try live streaming. And when Zelda came out, I was like, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to live stream Tears of the Kingdom and see what happens. I've tried to be pretty consistent as far as, like, not cheating on the stream. So actually what I've done, and I've said this before, this is not news, but essentially what I've done a couple of times is when I really, really wanted to play, but it was like I couldn't stream, I played on my son's account. He's got his own save, and I'll just ask him, like, can I play on your save? Because I want to play, but I can't play on my own because I can't stream right now. No. It's a nice idea, but then I'd have to start over from 3 hearts again. Alright, so let me see if there's anything good. No, there was nothing in the snowball. So the reason I did that, wasted time doing that, is because I actually was hoping that maybe one of the eyes was inside of the snowball, but it would appear that I was mistaken. Is this fire? Yeah, let's go with a fire fuse. Poop. Oh, those aren't... Okay. Run away! Run away! I don't feel like dealing with it. It's actually getting and actually, you know what, CK, it's getting a lot more fun now because I'm having, as it's been growing, I've been doing it since the 12th, so since May 12th, consistently, and I've started getting people that come back. So on Rumble, I have one loyal viewer, that P Beaver, and he usually pops into my streams. Sometimes we have dialogue, and sometimes he just pops in and says hello. And he's been pretty consistent, so it's been kind of nice to be able to have a conversation. Because even though I have quite a fondness for language and conversation, it gets kind of old to monologue all the time. So it's kind of nice to occasionally have someone to, you know, go back and forth with. And that has made it all the better. I would say the last week or 2 weeks, things have gotten more enjoyable on my end because I've been able to have dialogue rather than just monologuing. I stream. Hello, Teddy. I wish I could have your chat on the screen, but I haven't figured that out on Streamlabs yet for Rumble. I stream Rumble, which are on M&J Do Everything is my YouTube channel. I have it on Facebook at my JCB LLC and on Twitch at twitch.tv/Natalia Ines. And I'm going to, hopefully by the end of this week, I'm aiming for no later than Sunday, cut out some of the better clips of my live stream and start posting that on the Instagram. And the Instagram that I'm using for work purposes is Natalia_adulting, because it goes with my secondary YouTube channel, which is Natalie Adulting. But I haven't posted on that one recently because my focus has really been on live streaming. Okay. Yeah, I like Streamlabs because the first tier of Streamlabs allows you to do multi-streaming. I started on StreamYard, and StreamYard, to do more than 3 streams, it's the $50 tier, but it's $49 plus tax. But on Streamlabs, the first tier, what is it, like $10? Lets me do 4, and it has a lot of things that are kind of easier and nicer than StreamYard. So I like Streamlabs so much better. I wish I had started with it. But, you know, you live, you learn. And then you get loves. That's from back in my day. Commercials. Alright, so I've gotten 2 of the eyes down there. Okay. Just pearly things finished, so that means that it is time for our signature, the karaoke that nobody asked for. I should have written down the altered version of that song that I wrote for you, CK, so I should have written it down, because if I had recorded it after the fact, then I would have had it, and anytime you came into the chat, I could play it. I'm gonna have to write that down. That's a good idea. The altered. Because wait, why am I making my life complicated? I just have to go into yesterday's stream, yeah? Teddy, that's great. If you are going to be talking through it, then it can be a little bit lengthy. It can be a little bit hard to maintain conversation through the whole thing, but if you're just gonna play the game and put it like the raw game playing and just have like the game sounds, it's better to do it that way, to like record it and then upload it, because I have moments where I do realize like, oh no, I haven't, there's just been silence and just like game sounds for like 5 minutes, which is why I incorporate the karaoke, cringe as it is, the karaoke that nobody asked for. So yeah, no, I'm gonna do that. CK, I like it. This was from yesterday, right? It was yesterday's evening stream. What was yesterday? What is today? What day of the month is today? Today is the 15th. So that means that it was the evening stream from June 14. I'm gonna grab it and I'm gonna clip that part, and I'm gonna try to see if I can gain the volume so like you can. Oh man, I wish I could separate the sound from the game music and me talking, so I could just gain the me talking part. But I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna clip it, and I'm gonna add it to. I'm gonna find a way to add it. At any time I see you come on stream, I'm gonna play it, because you're the first person to have asked that, so that I may keep that as an exclusively you thing. Because I think if I start doing it for everybody, it's just gonna be like really, it's gonna become really overwhelming. And I'm a little creative, but I'm not that creative. Just imagine, like right now I don't have that many followers and stuff, but then let's say I get to like 1,000 or something and everybody's like, oh, make a song for me, and then as soon as they come in, like I have to do the clip. I think it just makes the most sense to kind of like how I shout out PB every time, even if he's not here. Because PB was my first like subscriber on Rumble, like paid subscriber on Rumble. And he gives me a lot of tips on how to deal with Rumble, because Rumble is pretty... Since Rumble just recently became more mainstream, it's kind of not as plug and play with a lot of the like live streaming things. So the reason why I'm easily able to put in the chat on the screen now is because it's built into Streamlabs, but a lot of that functionality isn't built in for Rumble, because Rumble is just now really catching on. Like, I'd never even heard of Rumble until Andrew Tate said he was moving to it, and I was like, ooh, what's Rumble? Let's give it a try. Well, I didn't actually look into it right away. I heard him talk about it on Fresh and Fit, and then... Was it Fresh and Fit? I think it was on Fresh and Fit. Yeah, when he was on Fresh and Fit before he got arrested. Unjustly so. And then Fresh and Fit kept talking about it and saying that they were on Rumble. So when I decided to start streaming, I'm like, okay, so I'm already on YouTube, because I've been on YouTube since like 2016. And let's give Rumble a try. Let's do Twitch, because, you know, Twitch, that's what gamers be doing. And I just put it on Facebook because I already had a page for... Because I actually have an LLC. Like, I'm not running all of this under my own name. I have it under my company name. And I already have the page for it, and pretty sure the Instagram's registered under it too. I have a Twitter registered under it, but I don't go on Twitter. Twitter be too toxic for me, honestly. Twitter's just way too much. And toxic for no reason, like no legitimate feedback. It's just like people almost just being mean for the sake of being mean. Or for the sake of being contrarians. Where is this statue? I will see you when you return. I'm committed to finishing this. So I'm going to have to cheat a little bit. Oh, actually, where's my tablet? Sweet child, have you seen my tablet? Where did I leave it? Tablet. Oh, here it is. Fortunately, the tablet was not too far away. And since I haven't been using it a lot recently... Where's my stylus? Here it is. I have not been using my tablet for anything other than my little stints on IGN.com when I'm super struggling. Well, not so much struggling. Okay, here's the thing. Well, thank you, and you too, and I hope that you start uploading them. Your videos. Well, you said you're making videos. Have you uploaded them? Because you said you haven't streamed, but have you uploaded the games that you made? I mean, the videos that you made. Because it's definitely, I mean, it may seem a little saturated, but so much of what you can do is so open world that there's really a place for everyone. So if you haven't started uploading them, you definitely should. If you're doing it on Rumble, let me know, because I'll follow your channel. Teddy. I hope he didn't leave. It would suck if he left before I said that. Oh, here you go. Are you on Rumble under this name, or do you have a channel name? Hey, we're all here on the grind trying to make this work. I do it because I love it, because I love gaming, and part of the reason why I'm dragging this out is because I don't have another game that I'm slated for that I'm really like looking forward to until Pikmin 4 comes out. So that's why I'm purposely trying to do every side quest. I have not touched the main story since I got to, you know, where I basically would end the game. I know you could do the quests even after you end the game, but I know myself and I probably wouldn't. Which is why I'm focusing in on doing, I haven't focused on the shrines. I'm trying to focus on the side quests. 'Cause I'm really trying to drag this game out because I don't have anything else that I really want to play right now other than Pikmin 4, and that doesn't come out until July 21st, and that is a long way away. And I'm so sad that it's going to be long so bad. What? That it's going to take so long for Pikmin 4 to come out. Because I really don't think I can drag, no matter how hard I try, I really don't think I could drag this game out until then. I also followed you, but I don't know if I followed your page or your channel.
Maybe you could start once you've got as much as you can from the game. Like what you did. Maybe you could start just making as many cool builds as you can think of.
That sounds like a you thing.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a good idea. I'm not saying it's not a good idea, but what I'm saying is that sounds more like something you would be good at. And you would be great at it. I think you would be great at it.
You can only have a total of like 20 free fused things on screen. It's a fun fact.
Oh yeah, that is true. Things do start disappearing after you hit. Is it 23 or 21?
It's 20 free on screen, but then it's 21 things fused together.
Then why would you have things on screen that aren't fused if what you're trying to do is build awesome machines?
What? No, it's 20 free things that are fused on screen. If you have more than 20 free fused things, then it'll start disappearing. Yeah. And then you can't have, and if you just have fused things in general, you can only have a max of 21. Like, no, I already said.
Oh, so like even if it's off screen, if they're all fused together, you can only have 21.
Yeah.
But on screen, even if all the pieces are not attached to each other, just some are attached and some aren't attached, you can only have 23. I get it.
And also, you can only have a max of 21 items on the ground. That's also
That I don't like all these limitations. Like I wish there weren't as many limitations on building your house because I need more rooms. 15 rooms is just not enough. I don't know if it's just a me thing. I don't think it's just a me thing because my youngest brother also is struggling with the fact that you only get 15 rooms. They should let us have more rooms. I want to make a 4-story house. If I'm paying for it anyways, I don't know why they're being so stingy. Nintendo, can we please have unlimited rooms. Or if unlimited is something you can't do, when you do the next update, can we do at least like 20 rooms? At least. Because I mean, you got to take into consideration all the extra accoutrement that we have to buy just to be able to attach the rooms so they appropriately flow. I don't think that's too big of an ask. I hope not. Where is this? Am I gonna have to use find? I'm gonna have to use find, aren't I? Pictures, pictures, pictures. Picture. I'm gonna just use find. Find in page. Call. There it is. A call from the depths. Click on that mission. Thank you for the follow. It just notified me on my phone. There's gotta be a way. There's gotta be a way to find out. You know what? The master of all things you don't know, Google. A call from the depths statue location. I know you're bored, Link. I see you there. I see you getting bored. Just like you used to get bored in Breath of the Wild. Alright, so don't just give me the coordinates, because the coordinates haven't helped me. Bring the eye to this. Zelda fans are advised to target the stairs at the coordinate. Can we get some images? Images. 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 Hold on. There? Is that where I need to go? Is that where I'm gonna find it? Let's find out. Let's see how accurate Google is. Because I'm getting super frustrated. Alright. So Google said it was... Where did the lake go? So Google says it's somewhere around here. So I should take the tracks all the way to the end. Google Images. This is what it claimed. Alright. Oh no! Right, I forgot my Bluetooth. It said low battery. Is this side charged? Because, you know, copyright purposes. I can only acapella it. You can only go acapella on the karaoke that nobody asked for. No, sir? Return it? That's weird. I found that weird from the beginning. Does anybody else find that weird? That when you have things that aren't attached to each other, it doesn't seem to want to, like, get up. Okay, and I need to go all the way over there, and the way to do that, let's see, I am walking in this direction. Okay, so I think I should take these train tracks up. Okay, Bluetooth is on, and let us find some music that I actually want to hum to. Because Because unless I go Spanish, I don't seem to know all the, which is something I've just discovered now through karaoke that nobody asked for. I don't seem to know the lyrics for a lot of songs in English, even when I like them a lot. But Spanish music. But I mean, it makes sense. English is my second language. Get no more out the door, where are my keys? Ready to leave, yeah. Oh, maybe I shouldn't have come this far? Makes me so I want you. Was there a chest up there? It's just an empty... Okay. No. Monero's robot. Why you always be showing up inopportune times? Oh no! Oh wait, I could go over there. Yeah, that's what I'll do. Man, just let me pick it all up together. Fine then. Let's see who's gonna win this war of the wits. I would say that I won. But I am partial. I wanted to get it back to you. Alright. Upsy daisy. Upsy daisy. Who remembers that reference? Raspberry. Only one man would dare give me the raspberry. Lone Star. Good times. Good times. Good movies. The thought of you. Oh! Hello! I have foundeth you! You treacherous, treacherous thing. Finally. Here, take it. Take it. Take the eye. Woo! Success! Terrible dancing. Terrible dancing. Thank you for your slow clap. I appreciate it. I'm sorry, who said that? Wait, what is that on my screen? Have you fought Gleeox? Do I look like a masochist? Who said that? Who said that to me? No, do I look like a masochist?
You fought Gleeox?
I have not fought Gleeox. I have run away from Gleeox. There is a big difference. Oh, it's Twitch. My apologies. This is the first time somebody has spoken to me from Twitch. It's a celebratory day. No, I have run away from Gleeox every single time, and even one time, I will have to remember which stream it was. I was Sky Island exploring, and I was like, ooh, look at that island so far away. It's got an interesting shape. I wonder what's happening there. You know what was happening? Do you want to know what was happening? No, there was a King Gleeok, actually. I died instantly. It sighed, and I died. I lost 2 fairies because of the King Gleeok, because I didn't need to take a picture of it. I was like, well, since I found it, let's take a picture of it, because I needed it for... Kilton? Kilton, is that his name? That one weirdo? There's so many weirdos in this game. It's so fun. But yeah. And I summarily jumped off the island as soon as I got that picture. We ain't messing with Gleeox. I suck at aiming. I can aim in real life. But you know what I can't do? Aim in games. What was that one joke I was the butt of for you? The skills one?
Where
Oh, yes, I was making a commentary to my sweet child's. Like you knew. Oh, I am. I'm new to streaming, period. I just started May 12th at midnight when the game went live.
Excuse me? Now that I think about it, I don't know if I'm your sweet child. I think sometimes I'm just your child.
The sweet times outweigh the not so sweet times. I had never been on Twitch except to watch Dr. K, but I started streaming simultaneously everywhere on the 12th. I only used to post content on YouTube, and it was like pre-recorded stuff. And I wasn't consistent with it because I do not love editing. But live streaming, I was like, who needs to edit? It's a live stream. If we're gonna get in trouble for something we say live, so be it. I did not, CK, by the way. Apologies for taking so long to respond. I did not finish the quest, but I did get one eye, because it took me forever. I could not figure out where I needed to bring the eyes to. So somewhere in one of these chasms, there is an eye that is just there by itself. I need to pin here. Pin. Yep, there we go. All right, where is the other one? I think it's this one. The eye is actually there. No, not that. Is it that one? Is it this one? I'm gonna go to the surface and figure that out. But at least now I know where I need to go. Do you mean on Twitch? I don't know how to deal with Twitch. Or do you mean like at all on here? Like, I'm a work in progress. As Emily D. Baker says, "Whop, we are professionals here, and we fly by the seat of our pants like old-timey military pilots." Even with the chat, like I literally just figured out how to put the chat on, like, on the screen 3 live streams ago. And I don't have Rumble because Rumble isn't plug and play, and I haven't figured out how to get Rumble's chat on my screen. So I am learning this as I go. Flying by the seat of our pants. There's a lot of turbulence. Well, yeah, I could make someone make it for me. I could make someone make it for me. My sweet child did my intro. You did my intro card, right? My intro and outro, or just my intro card? I may have another job for you. Good thing school's ending. I make my son do all my stuff that's a little bit beyond me. It's not beyond me, it just takes me longer. So, I mean, why not outsource it? Actually, when I started streaming, every time I had to take a break because I wasn't on camera yet, since I was using StreamYard and I wasn't on the tier where I could have as many inputs as I'm using right now, I would just outsource to him. I'd be like, look, I need to go do this. I need to go run this errand. Please continue playing the game for me. So I outsource my work to... I pay him, though. It's paid. I realize it's paid. Nobody call anybody on me. He does great graphic stuff, and he's also great at coding. And he loves coding games, and he'll just randomly be like he just showed up from school one day. He's like, I need to teach myself C++, and I'm like, okay, have fun. Have at it. And then like 2 days later, after he'd been learning, teaching himself C++ for like 2 days, he's like, I was wrong, I need to learn C#. Oh yes, Teddy. I outsource to my son all the time, and anytime I need to outsource to him right now because I'm on camera, I'll be like, all right guys, I'm switching the camera off because I'm outsourcing. No, I wasn't on camera. I had the microphone connected, and I turned it off so that you could outsource, so I could outsource to you. Yeah, that's what I just said. Yeah. No, not on camera, before I switched to Streamlabs. Because Streamlabs is so much better. The lowest tier, the lowest paid tier on Streamlabs. Ah! God darn it. English is my second language, y'all. Some of y'all have heard it. Basically, CK has heard it before. English is my second language. I didn't learn English till I was 7, so I mess up a lot of things. My apologies.
You're also as fluent as English and Spanish.
I am probably more fluent in English than Spanish, actually, but
I was going to say that, but I didn't fully know.
the lexicon of my vocabulary in English is much more diverse than it is in Spanish. I mean, I don't fall behind in Spanish, but I can have a much more highbrow intellectual conversation in English than I can in Spanish. Because I learned English at 7. And so that means I've been predominantly speaking English for 30 years. Because I'm aged, for those of you who are new. I am from the age of the dinosaurs. I walked alongside dinosaurs. Was there with the Gregorian priests as they were deciding how to make the calendar. God, I still can't. I keep saying it on purpose because I really can't believe that I'm almost 40. Can you DM me on Instagram at Natalia_adulting, NATHALIA_adulting. That way I don't lose it. So I'll definitely check it out. I mean, I'm not at a place where I get paid for my endeavors yet, but this isn't what I live off of, so it's fine. I'm working on growing this. I'm not quite there yet. Yes, it is NATHALIA_adulting. See if we can find the I over here. I definitely want to keep a network of information of people, because even if I can't outsource something right away, I will do, as I grow, I will be outsourcing as much as I can. One of the people that I follow and that I underscore, it's underscore, you know, the bottom dash. No, I'm 37, so I got a little bit of a ways to go, but 37 is still pretty close to 40. I just can't believe it. I don't feel like I've been alive for that long. And yet somehow I have. I don't know how I feel about the way you said that, child. The drawn out of that. Well, thank you. Thank you. I'm still quite self-conscious about my age showing. I was just talking to my previous stream how I've been researching and I'm considering giving PRP a try, which is where you... Oh! That's pretty good, Teddy. Actually, the reason I started my second channel on... I need to take notes because I'll go off on tangents, because tangent might as well be my middle name. PRP, yeah, it's this thing where you have to go somewhere to a good place, a good actual medical place. Don't be like going to somebody's house or anything. That's weird. They draw your blood, they put it in the centrifuge and separate all of the things, and then I believe it's the plasma that they use, and depending on what procedure you're trying to get, whether you're trying to get it in your face or like for hairline restoration, you could they either use microneedling, a microneedling roller, or like an injection, and it's supposed to motivate regeneration. So it's what I'm thinking of doing on my smile lines. It's actually one of the reasons why I don't zoom in very often on my videos. Oh, thank you so much, Teddy. Yeah, I have 2 channels, and the reason I started my other channel is because I was doing mostly gaming content on MNJ, which is my main one. It's also the only place I do any kind of sponsored content because it's the only one I have enough followers for anybody to even look at me. It's not a lot of followers, but it's enough for smaller companies to send me sponsored products at least. And I was gonna do more of the things that I do on my Rumble rants, but then I got on Rumble and I was like, I don't know if I want to do 2 channels right now, because it's a lot. Plus, I don't know. I still struggle with editing. I have a lot of I have a lot of content that I recorded. It's just, I don't love editing. Interestingly enough, the reason I don't love editing is because I don't like my own voice. The digitized version of it. If you guys are content creators, so like it's possible that you understand what I mean, where your voice as you hear it when you're talking doesn't sound the same as when you hear the playback of it, the digitized version. So I've actually gone through a lot of different microphones to try and find one that does not make me cringe when I hear my own voice. And I love this one. I got this on Amazon, and I'm quite fond of it. It does a pretty decent job of making me not totally abhor my own voice. The digitized version of it. It might have a lot to do with the microphone, because I couldn't stand editing my own videos. I really couldn't. I was struggling so much with editing my videos, and it was truly just hearing my voice back so much. And I have a button here, and this, I don't know if you guys are going to notice it, because we are our own worst critics. It's probably what we're used to. But this one has a denoise option, and I noticed that with the denoise option, my voice sounds very similar to how it sounded with all the other microphones. And it's like the version of my voice that I really don't like. So I don't use it very much. I tend to go for the original. And I mean, it sounds weird. It may sound weird to people that haven't had to deal with it, but if you really think about it, if I record a 1-hour video, I'm going to be editing, God, a 1-hour video, that's like over 2 hours of editing. Easily like 3 to 4 hours of editing. I mean, I don't know how other people edit, but I generally run through it the first time to put all the markers on it of the places where there's something that I want to do to it. Whether it's that I want to cut it, whether I want to add some text to it, some animation. So that's 1 hour, like running through it, and you have to listen to the entire thing. Because, I mean, you don't have to. I would have to, because it would annoy me if I didn't. I'm not a perfectionist either. It's just, I'm not a perfectionist. I really don't think I'm a perfectionist. But it would really bother me if I didn't edit properly, and then I go through the video at the end of it. At the end of all the edits, you're also supposed to go through your video, so that way you could make sure that everything's in sync. And then I would catch things that I was like, this is terrible. I mean, I'm sure other people wouldn't notice as much, because again, we are our own worst critics, but sometimes you can't help it. And I will definitely look at that after I am done streaming. I have 2 more eyes that I need to deliver. I thought something, honestly, I think people should talk about it more, because I thought something was genuinely wrong with me. Like, I genuinely thought something was wrong with me. Like, why don't I like my own voice? Like, do I have some sort of self-loathing? Oh yeah, I enjoy streaming, and the microphone makes a big difference, honestly, because I don't despise my own voice if I happen to watch my stream back, which I don't do often, but sometimes I do, because I have to cut stuff out I have a couple of streams that I need to adjust. Because like I said, WAP, we are professionals. And we are learning as we fly. We're building it while we fly. So there's a couple of streams where it's just like 20 minutes of me doing this, like playing the game and going like, because like there were issues with the microphone, because I didn't have a habit of necessarily checking my stream from another device to make sure that everything was working correctly. I've never I don't know that one. Well, I was also going for affordable because like I'm not monetized on YouTube, which was the main platform that I was using up until I started live streaming. So everything that I was trying to find was like the best, most affordable option. Toner TC30. Hey, that's not bad. I do have an arm, but I don't have the space for it right now. I have the whole podcast wannabe setup, but my furniture and my space really does not accommodate me. One of the things I want once I actually making enough revenue from all of the streaming is I want to have a streaming space. Like even if I just have to buy a shed and put it outside, put some solar panels on it. Like you gotta do what you gotta do. Make it happen. There's no space in the house, so just go outside of the house. Because you think about it, like you put it, if you have yard space, which I do. Well, we do. It's not my yard. I have to ask for permission. But I would put a shed out there and then you put solar panels on it. So then you're not, because I don't want to, I already paid too much in the electric bill. The electric bill will be crazy in the summertime. But I'm like building it in my mind as I describe it. Oh, does it? This one wasn't that expensive. I would say it was probably like $30, but it didn't come with the arm. I had to buy that separately. I'll have to like, if you genuinely think it sounds good, I'll have to like make a Amazon shopping list, I guess. That's one thing I wish Rumble had. Like, you know how you could, well, I guess you could put it at the bottom of every video. But on YouTube, you do have, okay, thank you so much. Like I said, I will definitely check on my Instagram after I'm done with the stream. Ooh, can I, do I have to land on it or shoot an arrow at it? It worked. Oh, a tripod, that's interesting. I'm pretty sure this one came with a little flimsy tripod, but those things are terrible. They're horrible. I mean, the ones that they come with are trash. So I actually do have a secondary tripod. I have a stand. I have two stands. I have a plastic one and I have this metal one. Actually, like, hold on. Let's take a break from the game because right now we're interacting. Let me move my camera. My desk is a mess. Apologies. All right, so this is the stand that I use on it. It's because it's it is, I don't know what kind of metal it is, but it is solid. And it just, I mean, I could probably kill a person with this. Not that I would. I don't want to do time, and I don't advocate criminal activity on this channel. That's a no-no. But I like this one because it's so sturdy. So I have a plastic one. Where is my blending mode? Go back to additive. Okay. The plastic one is somewhere around here, but I stopped using it because every time anyone even breathed too close to my computer desk, it was knocking everything over, and it was knocking the microphone over. And you know how electronics are. I don't want to have to replace it because it kept getting knocked down. So I don't even remember why I bought this one. But again, like a lot of the stuff that I have, I've had for some time. So like this stand I've had for a really long time. I don't even remember if I bought it on Amazon because I've been YouTubing for so long. Not necessarily successfully, but I have been YouTubing in general. I think 2016 is when I started. I know I already threw the eye down here. Now I just have to go diving again and take it to the statue. But yeah, those little tripods that it comes with, I mean, maybe if it was a more expensive microphone, it would be a good tripod, but I haven't had any good experience with the tripods that it comes with. Where is the eye? Is it still attached to the car? Has that car not despawned? No, the car has to have despawned. Where is the eye? Wait, hold on. Is this not one of the ones? No, I haven't completed this one. Where is the eye? Did I just dive down here for absolutely nothing because the eye is still on the... Did the eye go back to the surface? Don't tell me it went back to the surface. Oh no. Oh no. Alright. We have to go back to the surface. Let's see. Oh, wait. Autosave. This one? What time is it right now? How long ago was 7:48? That was 3 minutes ago. I think this is the best option. Sweet child, what are you going to want for dinner? The thing I really like about this microphone too, Teddy, is that I don't have to use the pop filter with it. And I get a little bit high pitched sometimes when I play karaoke that nobody asked for, which I usually do on most of my streams, but my Bluetooth don't want to cooperate with me, and they haven't been, my earbuds, they haven't been charging properly. They keep dying on me, and I can't actually play the music out loud like it has to, because otherwise, you know, copyright strikes. It feels weird. I miss the karaoke that nobody asked for. I don't know if anybody else misses it. Most people might be just grateful that I'm not. That it's not happening. Oh, there it is. It did spawn back up here. Alright. Alrighty then. Alrighty. I know CK appreciates my karaoke, at least the one that I did yesterday. I'm telling you, I promise, and I am a woman of my word. If I say I promise, I am going to actually do it. I'm going to clip that part where I, altered that song, and every time you're on my stream, I'm gonna figure out how I can play it. Hey PB, how you doing? Oh, the karaoke that nobody asked for? Yeah. No, P Bieber, who I have told you is actually my first follower that had conversation with me while I was live streaming. Yes. He is my most loyal follower and my Rumble subscriber. I say hello to him even when he's not here. But I don't think he ever watches my live streams back, so he probably doesn't know until now, because I said it, and he just came in. So PB, in case you didn't know, I shout you out whenever I come on live. There's got to be... Wait, are there no... Oh, I'm supposed to make a car to make this happen. Alright, I guess this was a waste of movement. I will subject you to the karaoke that nobody asked for shortly, Teddy. Let me auto-build a car real quick. Are your deciduous delicious today? How are the deciduous more delicious? When they had too much rain or when they're a little dry? I like that word. Deciduous. Deciduous. Even though I'm probably pronouncing it slightly wrong. Alright, let's see some insta builds. I need a car. Oh, I don't have a schematic for a car. Great. Whoa, wait. Close enough. Look at all these parts. Yep, Perfect. Come, oh, because I fell off of, okay, that's operator error. Do I have everything? Yep. Perfect. Perfect! Wait, not auto build this. Alright, let me see if my Bluetooth decides to not be dead. Which, it probably will be dead because stuff isn't made the way it used to be. Quality of builds, just trash nowadays. Alright. Bluetooth allegedly connected. Something I actually know the words to. Okay. Yeah. Apologies in advance. But you asked for this. This was requested. Through the valley of the shadow of death, I take a look at my life and realize there's nothing left. 'Cause I've been blasting and laughing so hard that even my mama thinks that my mind is going. Never. Ooh. Hold on. I lost the beat. Gotta go. Let's croak myself with the pistol smoke. Well, I'm kinda G, little homies wanna be like on my knees in the night, saying prayers of the street light. Been spending most our lives living in a gangster's paradise. Been spending most their lives living in a gangster's paradise. Keep spending most our lives living in a gangster's paradise. Keep spending most our lives living in a gangster's paradise. Look at the situation you got me facing. I ain't never known life. I was raised by the state, so I gotta go down with the hood team. Too much television watching got me chasing dreams. I'm a dedicated fool with money on my mind. Got my 10 in my hand and my gleam in my eye. Okay. So I don't usually sing that, but it popped up in my playlist and I was like, oh, we're doing it. Teddy asked for it. But that was the karaoke somebody did ask for. That didn't make it any better. But it was kind of fun. Because it was probably very unexpected. I have a random thing going on the playlist, so like it popped up and I'm like, okay, we're doing it. This is what we're going with. But it's not always great. Today's your first day, so you don't know the history. I was in the Army, active duty for 8 years, so other than Tangent, Fearless would be my secondary middle name. You kind of have to be, like when you're rappelling from towers and, you know, climbing structures that are 30, 40, 50 feet tall. It was fun though. I had fun. I'm sure there were a lot of other females that weren't having fun, but I had a blast. Every time we had an obstacle course, I would get so pissed off because I'm just like, y'all are not pulling your weight. You are the stereotypical female that no other soldier wants to deal with, and you're making it harder for everybody else. Especially when we had things like, when we had to do like pugil contests. God, they're such wusses. Like, you hit them one time with a pugil in the face. It's not even that serious. I mean, who cries Am I insensitive? Likely. But just like, you know, the rest of us are over here trying to have a great old time beating each other up. Plus, I mean, you have the full protection. Being babies. I didn't even hit her that hard. I genuinely don't. Like, I'm salty about it, okay? As you can tell, I'm salty about it. Cause I didn't get to compete again. And I kind of quasi got disqualified for making her cry. And I'm like, the guys aren't crying. She's ruining it for everybody. She's ruining my fun. And I'm not an aggressive person, unless it has to do with my child. Now, I will aggress like crazy if it has to do with my child. But that's a mom. Well, actually, that's not a standard mom thing anymore. It used to be the standard for moms to be that way. I am so passive. Just don't touch my child. Because I will go to jail. Well, I won't go to jail because obviously I'll hide the evidence well enough so that I don't have to. I have to finish raising my child after all. Huh? Don't worry, John. I don't worry. The less you know, the better. I said that there wouldn't be any evidence, so I wouldn't go to jail because I have to finish raising you. Because I wouldn't trespass against someone. I won't aggress against someone unless you're involved and I have to. And I have to show someone why it is that you don't come between a mom and her cubs. It took me 33 hours to bring you into this world. Shoot, we don't play those games. I was dying. Like, I wanted to die. It was worth it, but I mean, it was look. It was rough. I would do it again because I love kids, but it was still hard. Plus he was 2 weeks late. Like my son was 2 weeks late from his due date, and I was suffocating. I was the size of a house. I was over, like, look, I was giving up on, you don't understand, Teddy. I was giving up on life. I was saying my final goodbyes. I was like telling my family I love them. Like, tell my dad I love him. Cause I look, 33 hours. So I would say at about 32 hours, I thought I was just going to die. And I was like literally just saying my final goodbyes and looking at my mom and just like, tell dad I love him. Like, I mean, I didn't think I was gonna make it. 33 hours of active labor. So that's one of the reasons I love him so much. Not just because he's genetically, you know, half of me, but also because it was so hard to bring him into this world. Did my Bluetooth just die again? Like, seriously, Sony, come on now. I think they're broken, but I haven't dropped them or anything. I'm so frustrated. Cause I love these. And he keeps saying that they're at 100% and then it dies after like 2 songs. These things cost like $138. Like, I don't know. Sony needs to get it together. Like, seriously, things are just not made like they used to be. This was one of my rants in one of my previous videos. Things are just not how they used to be. I literally have a pair of like capri sweatpants that are like 20 years old and they're still in great condition. I still wear them. Oddly enough, they still fit. Meanwhile, I have stuff that's like 1 or 2 years old and it's falling apart. It's ridiculous. Utterly shameless. Shameless and ridiculous. That. And we accepted too. Because, you know, the way you vote is with your dollar when it comes to capitalism. Alright, is the eye on one of these, like, down there somewhere? Where is the eye for this one? And why is it so... Is it under that thing? Oh, it's under that thing! Hello. Hello, friend. Oh, God, you're too high up. I just want to talk... I just wanted to have a talk with you. I just wanted to have a short talk with you and shoot some arrows at you. It won't hurt. I'm just trying to trim the fat a little bit. You've got nails to spare. Wait. No, I shouldn't have done... Well, it's fine. I'll come back for you later, dragon. Dragoon. I don't need their parts, but it doesn't hurt them when they shed it, so I don't see a problem with helping them get rid of some toenails and some bits of their scales and horns, because you never know when you're going to need it to upgrade some of your attire. Link, you're so strong. Man, 127 never looked so good. Alright. Okay. Gotta get some water. Stay in the conversation, in the mirror, face to face with somebody less than perfect. I wouldn't choose me first if I was looking for a champion. In fact, I understand it. You chose everyone before me. But that's just not my story. True to who you are, you saw my heart and made something out of nothing. I don't need my name in the lights. I'm famous in my father's eyes. Mistake, he knows my name. Upsy daisy. But he's so adored. He knows my name. He knows my name. Perfect. Perfectly aligned. Symmetry. I'm meant to be a lion. I'll be on this one. Where are we going? To the purple pin. No, wrong button. And made something out of nothing. I don't need my name in lights. I'm famous in my father's eyes. No mistake. If I press A, would you know, Bo, detach the eye? Is it a risk I'm willing to take? No. No, it is not. He knows my name. He calls me chosen. Wait, where are you going? Where are you going? Stupid. Crash, please. Graceful. Oh yeah, I started with Adobe, and Adobe's rough if that's where you're starting, but it does make it a little bit easier when you do end up switching to something else. It's like other things just seem so much easier, and I've started using Filmora, and Filmora is so much easier and so much more affordable also. Alright, what is the fastest way to get this? Where is the statue at? I feel like it's somewhere below, right? I came at it from a not the greatest angle. I think one of the best things that, and this is just my personal unprofessional opinion, I'm not a professional at all, so take it with a grain of salt, but I think one of the best things that you can invest in, that I find a lot of people forget when I've looked at videos of people talking about their channels and stuff, is how the stuff that they use, they forget to talk about how important it is to have a really good quality, high speed external to save all your assets on and all your videos. Because when you're editing, and when you don't love editing especially, if it takes longer for information to move to and from your external, which I recommend an external because, you know, video, as you know, I'm sure you know. Yeah, I have YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook, if I'm not mistaken, on the screen. Having a high-speed transfer rate on your information when you're trying to edit, especially once you've been editing for a while, makes a really big difference. At least that's something that I found that made a really big difference when I was using like using solid state drives is so much better. And they're affordable enough now. Like, they used to be super expensive, but now a solid state isn't, like a 1 terabyte solid state, you could probably get it for like $60. Ooh, there's a chest here that I hadn't gotten to? How is that even possible? Yeah, I'm getting ready to get another. I went with a 1 terabyte because it was just more portable, but this was a while ago. I haven't bought too many new things recently, so most of the stuff I have is a little older. I've had it for a little bit of a while. So I'm thinking of getting, I don't know if I should go with 2 or if I should go with 4. I wouldn't even put it on my computer. I learned that when I was doing edited content before live streaming even came into the purview of things that I do. Because if you think about it, like, I looked at it in a 1 hour video, it was taking like several gigs. Like, why am I missing the shrine? Like, on the map, according to the map, it is here. But where is here? Is it farther below? No, it's higher up, right? So why am I struggling so much to find this shrine right now? On my previous computer, so when I started on YouTube, I had a desktop, and I realized, I'm like, I can't put this on my desktop. Like, I'll run out of space in no time. So then ever since then, I eventually moved to a gaming laptop to just have it be more portable. But even on that one had like a 2 terabyte hard drive, and I was like, I'm not putting it on my hard drive. So that's why I found that it's really important to have y'all need to stop. You're getting evicted. I promise to God, because I don't swear. I'm gonna knock that nest out of the window because y'all are trying to come over here and then make me feel bad when you come into my room and you're like flying around and I can't get you out. Yeah, don't you remember that one time the birds got in? Yeah, and I had to be the one to get it out.
Oh, and then there was one other.
Yeah. I don't... No, I don't think it's these same birds, but they keep trying to almost... They keep coming to this side of the window. They already own that side. I have let them spend all spring chirping and waking me up at 5 in the morning. But yeah, video files are crazy, especially when you start live streaming. Because live streaming, I have to make an effort to keep it under an hour. Because you just lose track. Well, I guess not for everybody. For me, I lose track of time when I'm live streaming, especially if I'm dialoguing. Or if I have a rant. Ooh, what should I pick? Oh, what should I pick? Oh, should I pick a heart container or a stamina vessel? Ooh, what should I pick? What should I pick? Should I get an extra heart or should I get an extra piece of stamina wheel?
What do you need the most?
I need everything the most.
So which one is that?
Which one would be most useful right now? I think probably stamina. If you're thinking of live streaming, Teddy, I haven't tried out OBS. I think OBS is what a lot of people use. So there's probably a lot more information for OBS, and probably like if you're going to stream on Rumble, maybe OBS might be better for putting the chats on the screen. Because actually, PB is one of he shared a video with me that shows how to do it on OBS. I haven't tried OBS yet because I'm using the paid version of Streamlabs, and I haven't run out of the first month yet. Once I finish my first month, which probably be like 1 more week from now, I'll give OBS a try. So I want to, I don't want to stick to just one. I started with StreamYards, and it was okay, but I didn't love it. It had a lot of like shortcomings. All done with this. I've never used OBS. And after dealing with StreamYard, yeah, Streamlabs is great. Streamlabs makes something so easy, because I was struggling at first trying to figure out how to do a bunch of things on my own, but then there's a lot of things that are kind of just plug and play with it. So the chat box is plug and play, but I haven't figured out how to put the Rumble chat into it. But there's random things like this. Wait, where'd it go? There we go. That was just like a swipe screen. That one. There's a bunch of different designs that are just like included when you do the paid version. And then you just click back to live screen, and it puts everything back to normal. It also clears the chat though when you do that, so that's a little unfortunate. But it's fine. They were old chats. Yeah, if I take the time to actually figure out everything that Streamlabs does, I might stay with it. It's the only thing that I really truly lacking right now is the Rumble chat. And the struggle with Rumble is that because it's just now starting to be mainstream, it's not plug and play for things. So having the chats from, it should be Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube. That's plug and play. That was just like a thing. I clicked it, found it, put it where it needs to be. But yeah, so Streamlabs has a lot of things, and it's not that hard. I just don't often have the time to just sit there and tinker with it. All right. Oh, we're not doing this, Backstreet Boys. NSYNC, whichever one of you guys it was. No. Okay. Yeah, I like, I have a couple of other ones that are saved, but I don't like to tinker with that specifically, like clicking the other saved, themes for like transitions and stuff like that, because it usually messes up my stream. It messes up my sound and stuff. At least that's the experience I've had in the past, so I don't want to go ahead and do that today. La vida sin ti. Completed. Completed. Call from the depths. Red sparkly glitter pen. Scratch, scratch. ¿Quién soy? ¿De dónde vengo y a dónde voy? Nunca te he mentido, nunca te he escondido nada. Zora Domain. I have one mission to do in the Zora Domain. I haven't been there in a while too, so it is quite perfect. I do have a lot of quests here, but I don't want to deal with these right now. Map. I'm the map, I'm the map, I'm the map. There's a place you want to get. I can get you there, I bet. I'm the map. Oh, I don't want to make transitions on my own. Yeah, that takes too much effort. Sí, como... Because then I have to outsource. And he's not cheap. I pay him about $10 an hour. Yeah, pretty sure that's what I pay you, right? $10 an hour? That's what I've been paying you anyway. It's almost a livable wage. And he doesn't even have bills. $10 an hour? I said almost. And it also depends where you live.
Oh, that's minimum wage in other states, other countries. Actually.
I think minimum wage is like $7 here.
Yeah, here. I said other countries.
Yeah, the commentary. I've had fun being a parent. I've had fun raising my child. It does come with what some people would find uncomfortable. He is what some would consider a bit of a smart aleck, a smart John, but I appreciate it. Every time he does something, I'm just like, I don't ever ask, where do you get that from? I just smile and laugh, and I'm like, yeah, you get that from me. And it's super fun. It's super fun. I'm sure it's not fun for everybody, but I have a great time. Oh yeah, it is 15 in New York. I think it's also 15 in California. But those places are going down the toilet fast, so... What use is $15 an hour? Because, I mean... No encuentro razón. I am looking for Chroma. Who is Chroma? Not you, not you. Probably up there somewhere, right? Let's go up to the top. You're May. Oh, you decided to stay here and not continue to run away from your husband.
Ah.
You're welcome. Okay. Yeah, like if it's something you love, it's great to be able to, one of my sisters is a graphic designer. That's what she went to college for, and she loves it. She had like a printing business, and she was doing like old style printing press. Like she had an old timey printing press. It was gorgeous. She did great work, but she got tired of it, and it wasn't paying enough. But she's a realtor now, a very successful one, because she uses everything she learned, and all of her listings are like great. She has, like, you can tell the difference between a layperson and someone who's like an artist or a graphic designer, because you could tell from her listings, you could tell from her videos. She's very interactive with everything that she posts, and she's very attentive to the small details that a lot of people wouldn't notice. She was doing like video tours inside of the houses before that got really popular. look. I love her work. I'm partial, but I'm still of the belief that you can tell the difference when someone has like a certain acumen, when they have just like a certain level of experience. Yes. Where are your manners? It's just the symptoms of a young love. No, 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 no. Okay. For I bring my need, I will bring my heart. I'm not much of a designer, but unless we're talking clothes, I love me some designing clothes. Apparently at rest within the skyfish. Can I teleport directly to the skyfish? No, but I can teleport here and then glide to the skyfish. When I was in high school, one of the colleges that I applied to was the Fashion Institute of New York. Well,
So fashionable.
I was quite fashionable. And I made it to the second round of, I made it to the second round, because, like, you do your application, you do your first round interviews with, like, a preliminary, at least at that time anyway, I don't know what happens now. With, like, a couple of samples of your work, and then if you make it to the second round, you have to have, like, a whole full-fledged portfolio ready. So if it were, like, fashion type stuff, designing some clothes, I love that jam. But like other types of artistry, I'll let the experts handle it. And seek you first. I wanna seek you, I wanna seek you. Seek you, I wanna keep you. Where is the skyfish? Thing I want. Where is the skyfish? I have got to stop tilting my head as if I could actually see. Golly. That'll never stop making me laugh at myself. Every time I catch myself doing this number. Hey, look, I got so many ideas for merch. Probably should. Well, I guess I could put some stuff out because there's a couple of things that I really want to do. If I say this one, it's probably going to get stolen, but it's fine. I have other ideas. I don't cuss. Like, I have to be in a really tight spot, and it's got to be a really special situation for me to actually cuss. I don't cuss, and I rarely even call it cursing because I spent my formative adult years in the South, living in the South, so I call it cussing. And I have this one idea for, you know, shirts, hoodies, and all that stuff, and it's like, 0 foxes given. And I have another one along the lines with the fox, where it's like, it's with a fax machine. So, fax, like the actual picture of a fax machine. So, like, fax, don't give a fox, F-O-X, about your feelings. Towing the line of the curse words. I could just say fax. Yeah, I know, but it's just like a little bit more fun with the fax machine. So fax, don't give a fox about your feelings. I am in the skyfish. Is there like a special place where there's a chest? Let me look at the adventure log again. Apparently it rests within a skyfish, but what could that be referring to? There is only one skyfish. This is the only skyfish, if I'm not mistaken. Is there another skyfish? I don't think so. But I don't know where. I don't know where it would... Where? Within it where? Within it where? Oh no. Oh, I'm wearing the wrong clothes. I was... forgot. Well, because they might have like the actually spelled out thing, and that's why I was like, you know, I would like an option where everybody knows what I'm trying to say, but I'm not actually saying it. Okay, so within the skyfish. How do I find something within the skyfish? I have quite a high level of confidence that this is the only skyfish. Come on, where is this? I just want to look like a fish. And this is the only skyfish. Where is this chest? Ooh! Yay! I found it! Huzzah! Success! Yay! Who even brought this here? Like, why? I'll have to write that down. Teacher. I design a lot of my own shirts because I do like iron-ons. I don't do screen printing, but I have a Cricut, and I'll design a lot of my own shirts. But I've loved making t-shirts because it's so fun. So I would say I have a couple of favorites of ones that I've made. When my son was born, I got him a onesie that said Thing 2, and I got a matching shirt that said Thing 1. So I was Thing 1 and he was Thing 2. When I was like, I don't know, maybe like 14 or 15. Oh, really? Yeah, I have 0 foxes left. I think I was like 15 or 16. So this wasn't popular. Like custom made t-shirts wasn't really that popular. But there was like one website, and I don't remember what it was. Was it Zazzle? I don't know. There was like one website that did do it, like one shirt. You didn't have to buy in bulk or multiples. And my mom had gone to complain to one of our neighbors because he was playing his music too loud. And the neighbor was saying, like, I have a right to play. My mom said she was going to call the police on him. And he was like, I have a right to play my music. And so my mom was trying to say, you have rights and I have mine. However, English is also my mom's second language, but she didn't learn English. She didn't start learning English until she was like 30, 31, when she started trying to, like learn English. So what she said actually sounded like, you have rice and I have mice. So I found this website that did custom shirts, and you could do just one shirt, and I had a t-shirt made for her, and it said, you have rice and I have mice. And every time we think about it, we just start laughing because you don't, like, if you don't know the context of it, it doesn't make any sense, but we laugh. And she was like low-key incensed when I did it, when I gave it to her, because she was not expecting it. Like, it must have been, yeah, I must have been 16. I had to be 16 because the first time I had a job I was 15, and I paid for it. She was completely surprised, so I paid for it on my own. And I'm pretty sure I had my first checking account when I was probably like 15 when I got my first job. So yeah, I would have been 15 or 16 when I got it for her. You have rice and I have mice. Good times. I love my family. Look, family's the greatest. I watched Andrew Tate talking about how he wants his family to kind of be together like a clan, like him and his family, his brother and his brother's family, and like his cousin and his family. And I've had similar thoughts for a long time. Like, living with family is the greatest because things are so much more funny when you have who to share them with. And there's so many things that get lost in the translation when you try to like explain the lead up to a joke or to a funny situation to someone. And a lot of times they kind of laugh out of pity because they're, you know, you can kind of tell where they're not really finding it that funny, but they don't want you to feel bad. So they do that kind of, oh yeah, that's so funny, but they don't actually laugh. That is a lot of, y'all seem to forget that I am terrible at aiming. And you are not helping, Monero. Look, you're getting deactivated. Goodbye. Making things harder for me. You know how hard it is for me to aim? Do I have anything that does fast shoot? Do I have any quick shot bows? I don't have anything that has quick shot, do I? How unfortunate. Where else is there? Where else is it? Where is it? Where is it? Oh, there it is. Oh, that's fun. I like doing a lot of stuff like, not for business purposes, but like a lot of custom stuff just for us. So that's why I bought a Cricut, even though it was like $400. But it was also a hobby, and I kind of go ham at everything that I decide to do. It's not the best financially, but it's great for my random hobbies. So I have like stacks of like vinyl and paper craft, but it gets really fun when I'm working on it, like working on making triple and quad layered cards, just because I laugh at myself in hindsight, but I do have a great time figuring it out, like figuring out how to cut it, to overlay it so it's so it works out. Do I have anything left, or did I throw them out? I got rid of them because they're never used. I might have gotten rid of it. I'm not the newest one, because they did update it, but I do have I did get it when it came out. The Cricut Maker when it came out. The first version of it. I don't know that they made too much of a difference to it. The only thing I haven't been able to do, because I'm running out of space. I already have like 2 storage sheds in the backyard, and my dad said I can't have any more. He said I have to get rid of stuff. I want to buy the things that lets me like etch into leather.
Oh.
I'm excited to try that out. Ooh, wait, no. We'll jam to some BTS. The being when your heart beats like a drum. Yeah, you know, because like some people will buy it and then they'll get rid of it because they don't really use it, but I don't get rid of stuff. I have to know that I'm never going to use it because just because I stop doing something for a while doesn't mean I'm done with it, period. Like, it's just temporary. I just take breaks. Sweet child. Can you get me the towel, the big one? The one that's got my name on it? Please. Because the other thing I love is embroidery, so I bought an embroidery machine. You should make yourself some food. Cause we don't need permission to dance.
Whoa.
Yeah, let's do the waterbed. Why not? Let's do the waterbed. Give me the extra hearts. Too smooth, got this on lock. Crocheting. I have a knitting machine. I just look. I don't know how to do things in moderation. That's why I don't drink. Makeup, when I decided to get into makeup, it was like buy everything. I have so many makeup brushes, it's ridiculous. Which machine? The embroidery machine? They are a little bit expensive. I got lucky because there was, well, I got blessed, but also I feel bad saying that, and this is why I feel bad saying that. When I was in the market for a new one, because the first one that I bought it on sale. It was from Brother, and it was like a Brother 100 or something like that. It was their first embroidery machine. One of their first ones, not their first ones. One of their first, like, digitized ones. Yes, that one. Pretty sure it's this one. Oh no, she cross-stitched this one. This is not the one that's... No, not that one. The John towel, then. That would be the one that's... The John towel would be the one that I actually embroidered. I'm actually not sure where the John towel is. It's a good question. Where is the John towel? Oh, you know, it'd be great if I could find your Pikachu lunch bag. I just get in a mood and we just make things happen. Because if we can't buy it, we make it. There was, I wish I knew what the Pikachu lunch bag was. So my son had a Pikachu onesie, and when it didn't fit him anymore, I took it and I turned it into a lunch bag. Because he had a lunch bag and I just like he had an older lunch bag and I repurposed it all together and turned it into a Pikachu lunch bag. So like the face of Pikachu is the flap of the lunch bag, and then it's got like the ears. And it's got the tail in the back, and then the rest of the lunch bag is yellow. I don't know where it is right now. Crafts are my jam, though. That's what I love doing. I love crafting. I love making stuff. I wish I had some... I haven't been making things for a while, so I actually don't have anything handy that I've made. I wish I could walk through when you'd open... I like scrapbooking, so like my son's scrapbook is next level. So I have his umbilical cord, his first haircut, and it's been like this for so long. My son's about to be 12. This is gonna be kind of gross, guys. So just so you know, it's gonna be kind of gross. I actually have the pregnancy test in his scrapbook. Not the first one that I took, like it's from the same day as I took the first one, but I took one on purpose. This is how far back it goes. Like, so I got pregnant at 24. After I found out I was pregnant, I took the first pregnancy test. I went back to the pharmacy and I bought a second one that it was a nicer looking one, and I was extra like neat and careful and clean with it just to keep it for scrapbooking purposes. So it's we love crafting over here and fixing. I have so many boxes of just things to fix. That was one of the stories that I was telling in one of my previous live streams, where I was talking about for a time my son thought I could fix everything, because anything that broke I would just be like, oh, here, I'll fix it. And then one day there was something, and it was a cheapo toy, so it wasn't even worth fixing. And he was playing with one of his friends, and his friend was like, oh no, I broke it. And my son's like, it's okay, my mom can fix everything. And I was like, baby, I appreciate that that's how you see me. It makes me really proud, but I can't fix everything. I can fix a lot of things, but not all things, because we would have so much fun. And so this is the continuation of that story. One of the reasons why he thought that, aside from just fixing things when they broke, was because I would alter things for him. So he loves trains, and he used to love Thomas before they did the revamping that they did to make them that weird cute face that they have now. So like, he likes classic Thomas toys, and he was racing a train one day, and we were talking about how we kind of wish it would go faster. And I said, if only you could, put a 9-volt battery on it rather than the AA. So he goes like, yeah. And so that I decided, because obviously the most logical thing to do is to retrofit your Thomas trains to run on 9-volt batteries. So I bought the 9-volt battery, the attachment for it, and I just I tied the cables into the pre-existing cables. I took out the box for the AA's, and I just placed the 9-volt in there. Thomas wins every race. Just on the night, like the 4th of July. When you get your hands on anything I might use as reference, come on in and show it to me. I have a lot of fabric. That's another thing. I love sewing, so there was a Walmart around nearby, like one of our nearby Walmarts that was going out of business many a years ago, and do you want to rework the paraglider? I have new reference. Okay, cool beans. Good, because I don't actually want to change my paraglider. Oh, is this how this is gonna work? Anyway, so the Walmart was going out of business, and I bought like almost like $1,000 worth of like fabric and not just fabric, but like notions and buttons and elastics. And I ended up paying like maybe $300. And I had a minivan at the time, and I put down all of the seats, and it was like just stacked all the way to the top to fabric. So like, this is one of the fabrics. I have blankets. I make blankets for every season. I love it. But I'm running out of space, so like now most of my stuff is in storage. Which sucks. It mostly sucks is like every time I have to go out to get, I struggle with like full body pain, because again, I was in the Army for 8 years active duty, and I use an inversion table when I'm having a lot of back pain, and I have so much stuff, so much crafting stuff, that a lot of times I'll be in pain and I'm like, I really need the inversion table. But just because it's so much effort to get it out, I'll just be like, forget it. I'm not even gonna bother. Nitro? I don't understand the reference. Do I not have anything else that you want to look at? Is that it? Pretty sure I have. Oh, you don't want... Oh, I did delete a lot of stuff. I did delete a lot of stuff out of my album. I needed room. I've already used this one, so I can get rid of it. Get rid of this one. What else can I get rid of? Can get rid of this. I don't even know what's there. It's the only one I can delete in good conscience. Because a lot of these I don't even know what's in them. What is in this one? I'll delete that. That's a terrible photo. Oh, that's another thing. It's definitely doable. Oh, actually, you know what? If you get a chance to go and check out my page, the one I said I'd stream on Facebook for, my JCB LLC, you'll be able to see some of the stuff that I've worked on. A lot of it, all of it, pretty much. I haven't really done business with it, but I'll randomly be like, what is it? I don't know if I posted this, but I had a couple of, oh yeah. Yeah, if you go on the page, you'll be able to see some of the stuff that I've done. Because the other thing is I love working with clay. I love working with, what is this? This is hot glue art that I do. The little togepi that's on my coffee cup in one picture. Like if you happen to go on there, I made that from oven baked clay. I've rarely met a craft I didn't like. I love it. Oh yeah. Yeah, Thomas wins it every time now. I love 9 bolts because they last forever. And there's something just hilarious about Thomas suddenly taking off at the speed of a 9-volt battery. Alright. Adventure log. I photograph a choo-choo. Should I do this one? Or should I do this one? Or should I do this one? Or this one? Oh, this one! I actually want this one. No, this one. I want to do this one. Because I only have one more piece that I need for this. Okay, so specifically, the message from the don the form of the fierce deity and return to this place. Well, where do I find the fierce deity? I need one more piece. What about this? Definitely. I have so much fun with it, and there's a certain level, like my son has so much loyalty to the stuff that I make him, so he has one hat that it was the first full hat that I ever crocheted, and it barely fits him anymore, but he always wants to wear it, and it's been misplaced. It hasn't left the house, but we can't find it, and he's constantly like, have you looked for my hat recently? Where would I find a skeletal horse? Sandini Park Ruins. Is that close to there? Where are the Sandini Park Ruins? Exchange Ruins. Ruin. Hyrule Garrison Ruins. I did make him a new one. I've actually made him multiples because I started learning how to do dual layered hats, and it's not that he doesn't like them, but he just wants this first one. He is very loyal. And he told me flat out, he was like, thanks for the hat, it's nice, but I want my original hat. I'm like, it doesn't even fit you. He's like, it's fine, it fits me well enough. He's very loyal. Which is great, but it's also a little frustrating because I really have no idea where that hat has disappeared to. I know it hasn't left the house because since it doesn't fit him, he only would wear it to bed during wintertime, but it's not under his bed, so I'm kind of a little bit lost as to where it would be. If not under the bed, where? It's gotta be somewhere that's not very far from here, because I'm gonna have to ride it back. But where? That's the question. Because ruins are all over here. Oh, that's a Korok. North of the stables. I should read things all the way through. This ADHD ain't no joke sometimes. North. It must be here. That's the fastest way to teleport there. It's this one. Yeah, it's wonderful. But yeah, I like handicrafts. I like doing so. And then every time I needed to fix something and we didn't have what I needed to use to fix it, I was like, oh, well then that's a good reason for me to buy a soldering kit. Because, I mean, who doesn't have a soldering kit? It's an absolute must. And I'm not really good at soldering. Like, small precision soldering. Not like big build soldering. But, like, small electronic type toys and things like that. I'm not great at it. I'm still working. It's a work in progress. But it becomes really useful whenever our electronics aren't working well. Well, that sounds fun. Oh, well, I guess I don't know if it's fun anymore once you're doing it for business, because I think that's part of the reason why I never took it to the point of business, because I find it fun. And I think I would do custom orders, like small custom orders I'd probably be cool with. So I couldn't use it as my main form of income. I have an unfortunate habit of not wanting to continue to do things once it's not fun. Once it's no longer enjoyable, it might not be fun, but it might still be enjoyable. If it's something I still enjoy, like I'll continue to do it, but I mean, you gotta have a certain level of because you have to have dedication to do crafty stuff, like for business. I think a lot of people assume that it's easy, but I don't think it's easy, because it can get pretty tedious. And where you might have fun with it and love it to start out, it becomes... It's like those people that work at McDonald's. They like McDonald's and then they work there and they're like, I will never eat McDonald's again. Clouds filled with stars. Painting. Painting is fun. Well, I mean, I guess it depends what kind of painting you like. I like landscapes. I love landscapes. I will sit at a canvas and make a landscape come to life. What I love about painting landscapes, how I find it very different from like painting animate objects like people, animals, and things like that, and painting what else don't I like painting? There's just a lot of freedom that comes with like landscape type paintings. Oh, there it is. Let me change into my quiet clothes. Stealth up. Disguise. I've never done that. I would like to. It seems fun. I want a 3D printer though. That's like the next thing that I want. Well, it's a toss-up between a 3D printer and I really want a kiln. And a spinning wheel. It's one of the reasons why I kind of curbed crafting, because I noticed that the things I wanted to do just started to get bigger. Less and less compact, and we don't have the room for it, which is unfortunate. Because I would love a kiln. I like it a lot because it is one of the ways that I have found. So, throwing, clay throwing. I really want a 3D printer. Clay throwing is one of the ways that I've found to be the most soothing, and because I was in the military and I was deployed, not the greatest experiences. I've tried a lot of like different therapies, and the one thing that's just been the absolute best at just helping me let go is pottery. But specifically on the throwing wheel. Like, I love pottery, period, but specifically on the wheel. I just like, I can let go of every thought. Silence is a high commodity when life wants to get the best of you. Or when your memories want to get the best of you. I hear you say, look up, child. Why is everybody so scared? It's just a skeleton. It's just a skeleton horse. Why is everybody so scared? Who am I taking this horse to? Tofa, the horse guard at the outskirts. Horse guard, okay, horse guard. Is he inside? Oh no, is this him? Is this Tofa? Yes, I brought. Everybody, look, I recommend it to everybody. Try a bunch of different activities. Try a bunch of different things so you can find something that really, really helps you kind of like, you know how they tried to mindfulness got really popular for a while, but mindfulness doesn't work so well if you can't find something that actually helps you to like empty it all out. Just let it all go. When I'm doing things that I don't enjoy, like chores and stuff like that, I'll listen to a podcast, I'll listen to some music. But pottery is like the one thing, especially like on the throwing wheel, is the one thing I don't need anything else. Everything else just falls away. Like it literally just feels like I can't even hear my surroundings. When Toffa was young, he went into the forest to try and tame bears and deers, but always failed. Now he wants to see a tamed creature that isn't a horse. Really? Go, horse, be free. Thank you. Really good. Regular horse? Actually, no. This horse. Loving you could be a crime. The only problem with how I take on life is that I go like ham about everything. And that's not the most efficient way of living. So like I got into photography for a while. I still love photography actually. And so I just bought everything. I have a mirrorless DSLR, I have a DSLR and like a boom mic. I have a lavalier mic because each thing needs different stuff. I have screen attachments because when I bought it, it didn't have the screen that flips so you could watch yourself while you're doing it. I don't know how to do things in moderation. I don't recommend it. So nobody can tell that I'm Link, right? Because I have a disguise on, right? This is a girl, give me 25 to life. I just wanna rock all night long. You could be my anchor. I don't regret it. It may sound like I'm being regretful about it, but I don't regret it. I love every hobby that I've taken on, and I've never stopped loving them. I do stop practicing them for periods of time, but I've never stopped loving any of the hobbies that I do. And at any given time, I just pull all the stuff out and be like, I feel like embroidering. Or like when I lose weight, because I am on my weight loss journey, I don't buy new clothes right away. I just alter my old clothes. Also, when I get tired of clothes, I'll just embroider new things on it. And I'll embroider things to be able to differentiate my son's stuff. Like, I don't record much of anything on my phone because I'm not using my computer's camera. I have a Logitech webcam for my video recording. I have the GoPro from when I'm going to do active recording. I have a mirrorless camera, and I have a lot of insurance. That's what I have. I have to have everything insured just in case. But I love things hard. This is how far I go with it. I went to college and I took digital photography class. And then when I got into when I decided to get a little bit more into the videography side of posting on YouTube, I went to my local community college and I took a video editing class. That's really good. I started and this is one of the reasons why I had started the Natalie Adulting channel, because I was going to focus more on this part of my journey. But March 2020. And I know that because I have a Fitbit and I was tracking. So I had my weight tracked on it. March 2020, I weighed 234 pounds and I'm 5'7". I can't have my weight start with a 2 at all. My body distributes fat evenly. Like even my feet, I have to wear bigger shoes when I gain weight. I have to like replace my shoes, and when I lose weight, I go down half a size. And when I was that heavy, 234, I was wearing size 9. My normal size is size 8 in women's. And when I get down below 150, I wear 7.5. So like I have even distribution of fat, which is great because even when I'm really, really overweight, I don't look my weight. So I do appreciate that. Thank you, body. Thank you, genetics. I'm quite fond of you. But yeah, so March 2020, I was 234 pounds. And within 6 months, I got down to 185. And then I maintained it between 182 and 185 for about a year, a little bit over a year and a half. And then about 2 months ago, I fell off the wagon. So I cut out added sugars. I wasn't drinking sodas. I wasn't drinking juice. I wasn't drinking. The only like sweet drink that I had is a little bit of creamer in my coffee. And then I fell victim to my own bad choices. There was a drink at our so like kind of like similar to 7-Eleven. We have 7-Eleven Piggly Wiggly sheets. It depends where you are. Well, actually, I think all of those places are East Coast. So we have one of those gas station things, and ours here is called Wawa. And they came out with this drink, and it was super beautiful. And I was just like, that is so pretty. I have to buy that drink because it looks pretty, and I want to know if it tastes as pretty as it looks. It was delicious, but it has a lot of sugar. And I didn't notice that sugar is evil, and it sneaks up on you. Like, it just sneaks up on you. And next thing you know, I wasn't even buying the drink every day. I was having it occasionally, maybe once a week, at most twice in a week. And within about 6-7 weeks, I didn't even last 2 months drinking the drink. And it wasn't even every day, which is the other thing that's crazy. I gained 7 pounds back, and I was so distraught because I still have to lose more weight. And sugar just be sneaking up on you like that. I'm so disappointed because I was so proud of myself, not just for losing the weight, but for keeping it off. Like, maintaining weight loss can be very hard. And a lot of times it's harder maintaining the weight loss than getting the weight off to begin with. Where are you? Where is the picture? Did I delete it? Do I have to go to the Instagram? It's ridiculously unfair how pretty this drink was. And of course, because I am nonsensical and chaotic, XX chromosome, I was like, ooh, that's pretty. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, so that's one of the versions of it. And I was just like, it's so pretty. I have to. It is calling my name. It was not calling my name. It was calling me fat. And I'm already, like, I've downgraded from land whale to porpoise. And I would like to downgrade to human. So downgrade in size. Because even though a porpoise is smaller than your average whale, it's still kind of big. I guess it's just not good for your health. Things ache more. Walking long distances is harder. I mean, I'm all kind of broken, so it's not even about, it's not just about the weight. Well, thank you. I think a lot of people would call it self-deprecating, but I call it, I'm just being honest. I had my first deployment, my first overseas deployment, because I did have a humanitarian deployment before I went overseas the first time. I was with a detachment, and there was 15 of us. There was only 2 females, and the other female, she always used to complain, because there was this one guy, and and she had this one complaint about him. She's like, "You always tease me. Why do you only ever tease me? You never tease her." And he's like, "Because she's no fun. It is utterly useless to tease her, because if I tell her that she looks fat today, she turns around and says, 'Yeah, I haven't been going to the gym recently.' And if I tell her that she has a flat pancake, she says, 'Yeah, I've been going ham at the gym. I should probably tone it down.'" So, and he's just like, "So it's just not fun." And with that also comes like being more comfortable with cautious self-deprecation. I wouldn't say that I don't have a low self-esteem. I'm sure there are people that would feel that way, because it's like, "Oh, you're just being self-deprecating." It's like, I mean, truth is kind of funny, especially if you don't take it too seriously. Don't take yourself too seriously. Don't take life too seriously. I miss the days when comedians were allowed to be funny about controversial, what would be considered controversial topics, and now they have to be like, social warriors. I'm like, I don't want my comedian to be a social warrior. Make funny, inappropriate jokes, please. And then the other thing is, if you truly are a certain thing, just don't get hurt. I'm asking too much of people. I think maybe this stealth outfit would be better. I like it better. I mean, Link doesn't need a lot of help looking good, but hey, ooh, wait, what? 30 minutes? How come I had never noticed this? What is the recipe for this? How do I make this? That is outstanding. I can be sneaky for 30 minutes? Wait, no. That says 30 minutes. But this recipe says 3 minutes. I'm never eating this. I am never eating that. That will stay in my inventory forever. 30 minutes, but the recipe says 3 minutes? Well, my sweet child went out to make himself... he turned off his gaming computer. He went out to make himself some dinner. Certain aspects of kids get a little bit easier when they get older. And certain get a lot harder. I still wouldn't change it. I wish I had more kids, too. I love kids. Kids are the best. They're easily one of the best things that God gave us. I know they're not things, I know they're people, but... Oh, no! Why does this have to be the time when I come down here to watch it die? Like, that's... Do not appreciate that one. How long do I have to run away for the deer to come back? Do I have to cycle through a whole day? Like, do I have to go to sleep so they'll come back? Probably. I'll do that because I don't feel like just standing around and waiting. I have a sleep little ticket thing.
Ah. Ah.
I was telling my son the other day because we were swimming like every day.
Ah.
And then we stopped going to the local YMCA. And I was telling him, I'm like, we need to start doing something. We need to start exercising again because this is too ridiculous. I'm like, you've gained too much weight. That's not healthy for you. And I was like, you're getting fat, baby. And he's like, you're fat. And I'm like, yes. I never said I wasn't. Uh-huh. ¿Qué tipo de pollito?
Ah.
Okay. Ya están. Okay. Oh God. Yeah, I do not envy you.
Ah.
And wait. Okay. You know what the worst part about editing is? That you can't listen to something else. So I don't know about other people. I really don't know about other people. If there's some people that claim that they can, actively, successfully multitask. I'm not one of those people. Like, if I'm doing something audio related, I need to only have that. That's the only thing. Oh yeah, he's a savage. My son is a savage. You don't even, okay. So I struggle with aiming in the game. So I was having a conversation with him and I was telling him, because I'm struggling because, it's the one thing that, it requires the one thing that I struggle with. And I was gonna follow up with saying aiming. And he says, skill? And I'm like, yo, stop it. I was so taken aback. Like, this boy is a savage. You don't understand. But we were visiting my youngest brother. My youngest brother's 23. And we were visiting him and we were getting some drive-through. And my brother and I were having our own little conversation and laughing. And we bust out laughing. And my son is like, he's in the back. He's like, what is it? And I was like, I'm having a conversation with your uncle. I'll explain it to you later. But it was just really funny because I was telling him that, that we share the same thing. We have the same issue in common. We have the same thing in common, something like that. And he goes like, oh, your luscious full mustache? I'm like, yo! Like, I'm telling you, my son, and he just, and like, he doesn't think about it. It's not, like, he doesn't sit there and think about these comebacks or anything. This is just him in his natural wild state. And he is a savage. And I love it. I don't even get mad at him. I'm like, I've raised you well, child. I used to have, like, his things were so fun that I used to have this whole thing on my Facebook, and it was just like Johnisms of the day. And I stopped doing it because there were just too many to keep track of, and it just became overwhelming. But this child, he is, was it the other day? He goes like, you're taking entirely too long. And I'm like, all right, I'm coming. And I go outside. I was taking him somewhere, and I go outside and I'm like looking for him, and I'm mildly panicking. I'm looking for him everywhere. And then I happen to like look in my car, and he's in the driver's seat, and he's like, all right, so I'm leaving. I'm like, yo, where are you going? He's like, well, you took too long, so I'm going to drive myself. I'm like, this child, oh my God, it is. He really is the best. I don't understand how people can dislike their kids. My kid is hilarious. I have a great time with him. Trying to go back in time and see if there's any recent Johnisms that I did. Because there's so many. Like, I really need to start keeping track of them again. And oh my God, there was, I'm partial, obviously. I'm biased because he's mine. But he just, what was it? One day I was clipping his nails. Mind you, he was like 3 years old. And then something happened and he did not let me live that down for like 5 years. So he's like 3 years old and I'm clipping like his cuticles and his nails because they were kind of overgrown. And I tell him like, don't move around too much because I don't want to hurt you. But he moved and I nicked slightly, teeny tiny bit, nicked him. And he did not let me live that down for like 5 years. This young man was like 8 years old, still randomly being like, you remember that one time that you cut my finger? And I'm like, yo, first of all, don't say it like that because it sounds like I'm over here abusing you. I nicked your cuticle slightly when I was cutting your nails. Please have some precision in language. And he would laugh and just like, no. And he loves to learn, so he'll have the most random thing. He'll say the most random things, and I'm like, how do you even know that? Like, where does that come? I know where it comes from. I don't even ask him where it comes from anymore. I wasn't feeling well a couple of months ago, and I'm like grabbing my side. I'm like, I don't feel good, and he asked me, like, does it really hurt? I'm like, yeah, I told you, I'm having a lot of pain. And he says, do you have appendicitis? He's just like, he's 11. He's going to be 12 next month? Next month. Yes. And he is just so fun. But sometimes... Oh, okay, this one. So I play classical music so like lullabies. I'll do like some classical music and some like Disney music, but the instrumental version of it. And one day he goes like, he just hears the instrumental. He goes like, is that Humpty Dumpty? And I say, sounds like it could be. And he says, wait, did Humpty Dumpty basically die in the end? And I'm like, kind of, yeah. Scroll up. Come on. I want to see the whole thing. There we go. So, I long pause, think about it. And I'm like, kind of, yeah. And then he goes like, nursery rhymes are dark. Like, yeah, kind of. That was December of 2022. Can't believe that child was so tiny. I mean, he was born big. He was 22.5 inches long when he was born. So like, he came out scowling at me, but not like this scowl. He was giving me the Rock scowl. He had like one eyebrow up and just giving me a death stare. And I'm like, yo, this was not my choice. I wanted to evict you 2 weeks ago because he was like 2 weeks overdue. And the other thing is I've been teaching him Spanish. He was having a hard time learning Spanish until I had this light bulb moment. I was like, I'm going to teach you Spanish using English phonics because I went to college to be a teacher. So I was like, this will be perfect. It'll work for both of us. So I just took a bunch of words and a bunch of phrases and I broke it down using the English phonetics of it so that he could so it would be easy for him to pronounce because it's using like the schema, the phonetics that he already knows. It's already, part of his lexicon of language. And how he teases me in Spanish? He goes, tú eres muy vieja, which means you are very old. I'm like, yo, you're trying to not get allowance this week. Oh, the other thing is because, I love my child. I could talk about my child forever because he is so freaking fun. And I am so glad I'm so glad I had that child. I mean, honestly. And I think any child that I have, if I have any more children, or even if I like have stepchildren, I will try to get them to be this cool because it is so fun. So there's a lot of random stuff that he just knows because he loves learning. So he'll randomly be going on educational YouTube for hours. He falls down educational YouTube rabbit holes all the time. And so one day we're looking at some sea life, like a website, and a goblin shark comes up. And if you've never seen a goblin sharks are ugly. They are horrible looking. So this is a goblin shark. Can I get a good picture of that? Oh. Goblin sharks are horrendous. Google it. Don't Google it this late because you might regret it. Google it tomorrow. They are horrifying. So then I look at it. We're looking at it together. And I said, they're so ugly. And he says, yeah. And then I say, that's a face not even a mother would love. And then he looks at me and goes, well, they can't see it. And then I just paused and start laughing because he almost wasn't trying to be funny, but he slightly was, because basically goblin sharks are after the midnight zone, so like literally their mom wouldn't be able to see their face. So it was like just so natural. He does stuff like that all the time where it just like naturally in the conversation. I'm just like, because I have to, like, he'll say things and I have to pause and then I just start laughing and I'm like dying. It's so fun. Oh, and also we have a very good relationship, but we're not really friends, because like, you shouldn't really be friends with your kids. Like, they should trust you and be able to talk to you about things, but they need to understand that there's a hierarchy, a proper hierarchy to the relationship. So I wouldn't say that we're friends. We're definitely friendly, and we do laugh a lot, and he is a savage. So he starts talking to me one morning, and then he pauses and looks at me and goes like, I'm sorry for talking to you before you had your coffee. I love my child. And I don't even know what the context of this one was, but this is just October 2022. So like all of these things aren't even that long ago. Whatever it was, I said, he told me, I guess I had a test that day maybe. He says, did you do well? And I'm like, thinking about it. And then he looks at me and goes like, actually, doing well is subjective. And so then I'm thinking like, I did a good job. Well is subjective. Looking back on these memories just makes me, it's a great time. So this one day, and this one is from September of last year, I'm like, groaning and complaining, and he goes like, are you okay? And I said, I'm geriatric. I'm never okay. I'm just good enough. And then he says, you want me to walk on your back? Which I ask him to do sometimes, to pop my back. And so I roll over and lay on my stomach, and then I say less. And then he has a long pause and does nothing and says, I was going to say okay, but you told me to say less. And he's pretty smart. It's so fun. The interesting thing about it is that he actually had like a delayed speech, more than likely because he's an only child. And I moved back home the first time when he was like 2. He was about to be 2. So just imagine like an only child, and at home he has his grandma, his grandpa, his mom, and his, later teen uncle who's already working. So he didn't have to say much to communicate with us. He who would say like 2 words and we understood the entire sentence. Like, we understood everything. We understood all the context, everything. So his actual communication, like verbal communication, was delayed. Like, the doctor was a little nervous. And I told him, I'm like, well, you don't have to say much at home for us to know exactly what he wants. And of course, they're like, well, you have to make him talk. So we did. And now we're here. And I love it. Where is this shrine? Because I keep looking for it and I cannot find it. I've been in this area multiple times and I cannot find whatever shrine it is that it is dinging at me for. I'm not picking up those bananas. And he's so proper too, and I really enjoy it. Every time I see him being like extra proper, I'm like, good job. Wait till I get home and I get my wallet. Give you some money. I don't always give him money when he does exemplary things, but I do like to make a bit of a fuss about it. So like, we went to fly his RC plane, and we went with one of the neighbors, one of the kids from the neighborhood, and he had this like new kind of bike that some kids are getting. It's like a drifting bike, and my son thought it was cool, and he eventually asked his friend, you know, can I ride it? So the little boy goes like, well, my grandma said I shouldn't loan it out, but it's okay, I'll let you use it. And my son just looks at him and goes like, oh, I wouldn't, I'm an extroverted introvert. So, in person, I feel very drained when I'm having extended interactions, but I am an extrovert. I will be the first person to like, oh, we're having a presentation on that stage? Cool. Sign me up. I'll be there. Finally found this thing. Great. So my son looks at his friend and he goes like, well, no. Oh, hold on. I'm starting at the wrong place. So the little boy says to my son, well, my grandma said I shouldn't loan it out, but I'll let you ride it. And my son just pauses, like just stops short and looks at him and goes like, no. If your grandma said not to loan it out, then I'm not gonna ride it. And she just starts walking away. And I was just like, I catch up to him and I'm like, I'm really proud of you. Because most kids would have been like, well, if you say so. Like, if you're going to let me. Alright. Come on. He does not play them games. He's like, nope, your grandma said no. Then it is no. Oh, there must be a chest up there. Also, I don't know that is being introverted a negative thing? I mean, it might not be conducive to the best outcomes depending what outcomes you want, but I wouldn't necessarily say that it's a negative thing. Oh, I see what we're doing. I get it. So first things first. I need to attach this to you. Was that not enough? I'm guessing that's what it's supposed to be for. I mean, if you want to be smashed. 2 of these. Okay, I need that one. What do I have in my inventory? I have an idea. Okay, yo bajo en un ching. Oh wait, I could just be lazy. Well, I think most extremes are... I think most extremes have the potential to be unhealthy. Because extremes... I mean, even if you drink too much water. Like, if you overdo it with water, you can, like... You could die from overhydration. So even something that seems so healthy, like water. Oh right, I can't use these. I can't use any of my devices here. I forgot about that. So how do I go about... Maybe I need to... I could see it getting annoying. So those tend to be the people that always have, I could see how they'd have the higher propensity for being the type of people, you know, one-uppers. Nobody likes a one-upper. Oh no. That's too far. Oh, did I break it? Oh, there was a thing there. I didn't even notice. Let's do that first. That would be why, because I needed both of these. In simplest terms, and oh no. I always wonder about extrovertedness, like especially when you're like in group settings, because I think of it in terms of I find myself often in group settings being like the person who always and like in classrooms, for example, like when I'm back at college for something, and I end up being like the one who's always starting things and like doing the introductions and asking questions. Oh no, I don't like parties. I prefer to stay at home. But in like my preferred group setting, so like if I'm in a class or this broke again, come on. Or an activity or a hobby or any kind of like event. Oh no, didn't do it well enough. I tend to volunteer often sometimes to my detriment. Like when I it is really hard to get this going from here. Come on. Actually, you know what? Hold on. This is what I'm gonna try. Because I heard that my food is ready and I want to finish this shrine before I end the stream. I'm gonna try it like this. Excelente. Alright, and now we have this guy. This. Attach. Attach. Perfect. Now. Oh no, I just heard something break. What was it? What broke? That thing again? Look, true story, you're getting on my nerves. Wait, I wonder. I wonder. Oh wait, hold on. But what if? What if? Haha. Ah! No, it didn't stay up there for long enough. Oh, you only get one? It won't do it the second time? Oh no. Okay. But what if I... How high can I make this go? Is it high enough for me to, like... Or... How high can I make this go? Can I make it go any higher? No. Alright, I guess I'm gonna have to do the thing. Again. Nope, too soon. Alright, focus, 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 focus. is that? Not well enough. Okay. Attaching the stick to the bottom and then ultra hand the stick. The stick. Interesting. I shall try it once I am able to get back in there. Why isn't it turning? What is... I am confused, and this is causing delays. What is up with this? Oh! I see the problem. Wrong button. Because it's stuck. Can I reach it? Am I gonna have to reset the shrine? I think I'm gonna have to reset this shrine. Okay. I'm going to write that down, Teddy, because I might forget it for tomorrow. So, attach the stick to the bottom. Because I actually think that will work. I'm seeing the video of it in my mind and I think it will work. But my food's gonna get cold if I don't hurry up. And if my food gets cold, my mom's gonna yell at me. Because I may be almost 40, but she's still my mom, so she'll still yell at me. And I'm fine with it. We laugh enough so the bad times don't even matter. I'm going to go ahead and call it a night because, like, I really, really want to go eat my food before it gets cold. I will be back tomorrow. I have plugged all my social medias throughout the entire stream, and I'm kind of drained because we're past 3 hours. Oh, Jesus Christ. How did that happen? 3 hours. How did I even manage that? That's crazy. Anyways, thank you for everyone who has been in this with me today. I greatly appreciate it. CK, if you're still there, thank you for joining. PB, always a pleasure. I can't wait to see you next time. UB Legend, welcome. It was a pleasure to have you. And Teddy, it was great talking to you. I followed you on Rumble, and I will check your Instagram. Have a great night, everybody, and I'm going to be uncharacteristically Hispanic and be gone after one goodbye. So, goodbye.